Hello. We're doing some Touhous. Before we do that, there's a disclaimer. I don't really usually do those, but there's a hockey thing going on TV in the other room, so there might be some noise happening if someone does scores the goal thing with the puck thing. And anyway, uh, Touhou. Today we have the inverted heart and tongue. Tongue. That's weird. I don't know if it's connected, but last year I did a thing called the Dance of the Inverted Heart, and I remember liking it. I don't remember any of the details, but I do remember that was interesting and fascinating. There's read me here. A visual law where Seiji Kiji tries to come to terms with her nature. Give by acid, lean, aqua, blusa, give what 370, create 290 aquarium, Spronkless, Viper, and Xenos. Made submission to the whole Touhou Project 5 thing. The Jiggy to run the game, the EXE controls. Cool. Cool. Okay, it's just a story. Alright, Touhou Project just content characters, all elements are the property of Zun Team Shanka Alice. This game is fan made work made according to the official guidelines, is not affiliated with or endorsed by original creators. Our age is a bunch of things. Oh, that's a lot of things. I'm not reading all that today. That's a lot of things. Okay, go. There's things. Hey, what? The inverted heart and tongue. I'm concerned about the tongue part. It's always been concerning when they add, yeah, this lady with the heterochromia eyes. I do remember that. That's Kijin, apparently. Okay, so full screen, music a little bit quieter, voices not the voice. But yeah, the inverted heart and tongue. Why is the tongue? That's so concerning for me. I don't know why. It's a new forest of magic. Hello. Hi, we're in the forest of magic. Doing things. How long have we been running? My feet are calloused, caked in mud, and mixed with blood. The scars on my skin feel old. New? I could say. My eyes sting, dry as hell, because I ran out of tears at some point. At some point it was day, but now it's the dead of night. There isn't a person, human or demon, in sight. Our only audience are the cicadas, buzzing as a sign of their attendance. Panting, I stop to take a breath. My legs buckle and wobble, jelly-like as I lean against the tree, lest I fall over and save them the trouble. Not a clean victory in the slightest, but I can't hear their voices anymore. They didn't find us. And because they didn't find us, they didn't get to win, either. That's still a win in my book for sure. Yeah, that's fair. That was a bit of a mix-up. We'll have to approach with a different strategy next time. I wipe underneath my nose. Some mud that had made its way there pulls off, like a crumbling cookie. The runt is on the ground. When did she fall out of my arms? I can't remember. She doesn't respond, counting her bruises on her tiny body. Her eyes widen, her breathing becoming staggered as she falls onto her rear, holding her knees. I never really put it in perspective, but she's quite small, and someone that small is a lot more frail than you'd expect. Or maybe you would expect it if you were paying attention, if it mattered to you. Should it matter to you though? I wouldn't think so. I mean, it kinda matters, you don't want the little ones to get hurt. Should it matter to me though? Probably. Runt! I repeat, snapping my fingers. Earth to earthworm! Calling in from up here! Are you there? Not a single response. I can almost hear her tiny heartbeat from here, pounding like it's about to burst from her chest. Hey, Squeak Squad! I bark, getting impatient. Over here! The pipsqueak got her hands on her hips, as if we had this conversation before. Not to say we haven't. This isn't the first time we've landed in a mess like this, nor the second, nor the third, or 6th, or 16th, or 38th. Damn, we've been at this for a while, huh? Seija, she begins. Her voice, it's different. It's tired and scratchy, with the cadence of a mother who's exhausted of begging her child not to touch the stove when it's burning. How much more do we have to play this game, Seija? I'm tired. Ha, that one wasn't you. I didn't really get responses like this from her after one of our escapades. Usually it's laughter or confusion or relief or a mix of all three. Not a question to authority. But there's something else in that sentence that catches my attention. Game? I repeat. This isn't a game. I stop to think on that for a moment. It can feel like it at times, don't it? I think that's why I like my job. I smirk, brushing charred remains out of my hair. I'll get something to eat. Let me just catch my breath here. She blinks as if I were some kind of creature with 3 heads.
What?
What? She shakes her head.
You misunderstand. I think. I don't want to cause trouble for the sake of it anymore.
I raise an eyebrow. That's not what we're doing. There's always been a purpose to this. She stands to her feet. Well, as much as she can. There's an air of anger in her voice, like I had torn apart a piece of art she had created right in front of her. Sweat drips down her face. Or maybe it's tears. I can't really tell.
What do you mean?
Spit comes out of her mouth as she coughs, a bit too riled up it seems.
I don't get you at all.
Okay, I'm shutting this down now. If you didn't get it, you would have left a long time ago. Don't start getting all uppity because you got a little bruise. I turn up my nose. Not like a princess like you would know what pain is anyway. She seems a little hesitant to continue. Sucking in air, she puffs out her cheeks before releasing like a balloon returning from its voyage across the sky.
You can be really mean, you know that?
You need to grow backbone. My rebuttal is firm. Can't have everything given to you on a silver platter.
Look at yourself.
Her calm demeanor immediately snaps, the veneer shattering almost immediately as she explodes.
You look like a garbage. We look like garbage. The entire village wants us dead, and your response is grow a backbone? Are you hearing yourself right now?
I furrow my brow. I'm way too tired to deal with this kind of bickering. Not tonight. Uh-oh. I hate you. It was my go-to. She knew what I meant. She always knew what I meant, even if the others couldn't parse the plainness of my words. This time, however, it doesn't elicit a smile. She shakes her head, a frown plastered against her face as her shaking is quelled.
I think I hate you too, Seija.
The runt begins to walk away.
Don't wait up.
A transition scene and... Well... The reality of the situation dawns on me. Is she out of her mind? You, getting anywhere in the middle of the night like this, you'll be eaten alive! I holler, sticking out a forked tongue. The runt doesn't stop, not for a second. Instead, she shakes her hammer, the forest bending the knee to her sudden statue change. Her footsteps get further and further away, as if she's serious about all this. Is she serious about all this? She's not stopping. What did she know anyway? She's always needed me. Right? A sickening wave of ennui washes over my skin as I clutch my stomach. Fine. I don't need a runt like her slowing me down anyway. But we're gonna go deeper. We're gonna go you're gonna go catch your girlfriend, wife, whatever your relationship is. Go deeper. Force the magic. Follow her. Come on. All this walking and I'm getting nowhere. I wish I knew this forest like the back of my hand, but I took a risk and it didn't play out too well. I'll admit I may have jumped the gun. At worst, I don't have that nagging runt to at least lead the way. Nah, I don't need her. Seija doesn't give in. Seija doesn't bend the knee. But Seija can get tired too. I take a seat by a tree, clutching my head as I recoup as best I can. I can't see my reflection, but I'm sure I'm the furthest thing from a sight for sore eyes. That's normal, but it feels like even more than usual. A throbbing pain pulses within my head as I run a hand through it, a curse eliciting from my lips.
Now what's this?
Someone peers over my scarred, dirty body. Their skin is light and fair, soft at a glance. Their dress is multicolored and glints against the dawn, a frilled ribbon donning their head as rosy cheeks magnify their beauty. It's like she's straight out of a fairy tale, a far cry from how I appear.
Why, are you lost? I don't believe we've ever met.
Who's asking? My response is short and gruff. I don't have time for a princess to keep me from getting mine. And then my stomach grumbles, which causes the dolled-up girl to cover her mouth in surprise. Oh, it's Alice. Hello, Alice.
Hungry, aren't you? Please come with me.
Her wholesomeness causes me to raise an eyebrow. How could she look at a demon like me and just let me in? Isn't there some kind of saying for this, for vampires and whatnot? What makes me so different? She grabs my hand and pulls me out of my lamentation. A surprising strength from someone of her stature.
It's just around the corner. Come with me.
I'm dragged like a ragdoll across the way, my arm feeling like it's about to fall off as she hastens her pace, before coming to a stop in front of a lone cottage, a clearing within the forest. Some kind of oasis, or something along those lines.
Please, come with me.
Or maybe I'm looking at this wrong. Watching her sashay to the door, an air of airheadedness in that skull. This could be my next big opportunity.
I don't want to be pushy, but please, make yourself at home.
It's a quick reply, but there's still something about her personality that's rubbing me the wrong way. The entire home is laced in fabric. One of the walls is just a bookshelf filled to the brim with books of dolls. Not a speck of dust or dirt has ever lived a day in here, and something tells me she wasn't about to let that rule slide for me. Everything seems too clean, too fragile. It's giving me the creeps.
My name is Alice, but...
Uh-oh. She tripped and fell. Aw. She tumbles in a rather clumsy display. The kind of display reserved for toddlers trying to take their first steps without the help of their parents, only to come crashing down to the ground. It almost makes me want to... come on, let's be nice. I'm gonna try to make Sage be as nice as possible. As silly as she looks, I take a moment to lean in, making sure she isn't hurt. Sage. My name, Sage. Don't want to leave you looking stupid down there. I pull her back up to her feet, before realizing my hands are still grimy as all hell. Ah, shoot. Ah, shit, my fault. I didn't mean to get your place all dirty. I'm not very good at this. With awkward hands, I pull away, taking a moment to scan the room to see if I can clean these as quickly as I can. But then wouldn't she get upset at that? That wouldn't work, no dice. Instead, I find a paper towel placed within my hands.
Go take a shower, won't you? I'm sure I can whip up a replacement for that poor outfit of yours in the meantime.
I'm a little dumbfounded. But what the hell? Might as well take the chance. Sure. Girls are now showering. Sure. Hate to admit it, but that hit. A shiver runs down my spine as I step out of the shower, looking at myself in the mirror for the first time in a while. Not too bad. And what's this? They're my clothes, but the fabric feels different. It's like they've been cut from a brand new cloth. Even better than the day I stole them. Was it the dolled up lady? Surely she couldn't have in such a short amount of time.
Everything alright, Miss Sage?
Formalities. Gross. Please, just Sage.
I'm sorry. Can't help myself sometimes.
I get dressed. The fabric smells gentle, as if each thread was kissed and hugged before being laced into the outfit. It's enough to make me want to throw up. The more I watch her hop around the kitchen, the more I realize something alarming. This girl is a ditz. A klutzy ditz at that. There's a large silver bowl of something off to the side, a strange goopy liquid inside. Did I interrupt dinner? It's like she can't hear me at first. Alice? That one gets her, and she jumps, nearly dropping the kitchen utensils in her hand. These expressions are adorable, by the way.
Well, I was going to get around to some baking, but things ended up getting in the way.
You should. Oh, that was wasting space. Use it all, no need to start something and not see it through. Yeah, just fucking go for it. Well, what are you waiting for? Now's as good a time as ever to make us use of it.
Oh, you really think so? Let me get to it then.
Aw, as making these adorable. There's some spunk in her step as she stirs and mixes the bowl, throwing her hips from side to side as she puts all of her effort into making the best, whatever it is she's doing. With a magical flick, the preheated oven dings, signaling a time to place the confectionaries into the fire. The girl swings a measuring spoon into the batter and onto a tray, doling out precise bits and bites of batter into circles before tossing it into the oven. Realizing she has an audience, she blushes, covering her mouth.
I hope that wasn't a little weird to see.
Ah, that was cute. Don't be silly. The words leave my mouth dry. What the hell is getting into me? It's like I'm forgetting the plan. I give myself a mental slap. Bad Sage, stay on track. You don't want to prove the front right, do you? Ah, but that smell. Okay, maybe a slight detour isn't too bad, at least for now. As the girl pulls the cookies out of the oven, I can feel my stomach rumble even louder. She notices and gives me a beam, placing the cookies into a cool plate in front of me.
You speak with your stomach, huh? Don't let me stop you from taking a bite.
Thanks. I take a cookie. The texture, the shape, the smell, it all seems perfect. Too perfect even. Taking a bite as my eyes widen, I realize now that all of that can go to hell. Who cares? This shit is good. Yeah, cookies are good. The girl takes a seat across from me, arm propping her head up as she stares at me intently.
Not with your mouth full.
Yeah, whatever. Swallowing, I try again. See something you like?
No, it's just...
She looks away, a little forlorn.
I've never seen anyone devour with an appetite like yours.
What's that supposed to mean? I raise an eyebrow, but not before taking another cookie. These things are way too good for my own good.
That's not true. I used to do the same, and now, well...
She pauses before shaking her head.
Well...
She keeps starting and stopping. It's like she wants to tell me something but doesn't have the guts to do it. Or rather, there's some body language I'm not picking up on. Come to think of it, now's as good a time as ever to examine the chef. She's very pretty. Disgustingly so, I'd say. Her hair is perfectly golden, her skin is without blemish, but she is a little on the heftier side of things. That can't be what's got her down, is it? Is she? I could really tell it's just a big dress or something. What should I say? An actual choice. Relax, you're fine just the way you are. How do you see yourself? You know what? Let's do some introspection. How do you see yourself? Yeah. I stop to swallow before standing up in my spot. If you let others dictate the way you roll, you'll never be happy. And we don't want that, do we?
Well...
She pauses, a frown weaseling its way to her mouth.
How do you see me, Miss... Saja? Be honest.
She's a tricky one. God damn it. If you wanna know... you're a bit of an oddball. That's an honest assessment. That's what we've been thinking. That's what she's been thinking the whole time. Yeah, Alice is a bit of an oddball. There's nothing wrong with that.
Really?
But why would that be a bad thing?
But don't people see it as weird and such? I've always thought it was a bad thing.
Who cares what they think? What do you think? She pauses, leaning back in her seat to think. I take my seat as well, realizing how silly I must look. After an eternity, she reaches for a cookie.
Oddball, huh? I'd like to show you something, if you don't mind sticking around for a bit longer.
I should. Well, let's stay. We're already committed to helping her do some mental therapy or something. I don't know. Let's be a therapist or something. Sure, why the hell not? She takes my hand once more and leads me from the kitchen to a room filled with dolls. There's a desk on one side, a rack of sewing materials hung up in an orderly fashion adjacent to it. There's a toy sitting square on the desk. Gotta take your water breaks. That's sweet, delicious water. I take a step back as it comes to life. Standing up once Alice snaps her fingers. Yeah, hello Shanghai. Shanghai the doll's the best. We love Shanghai. Yay, look at that adorable little thingy.
This one's Shanghai.
The toy gives me a little wave, as if it understood everything its creator had said. As if this was just routine in the play the two had acted out before. countless times and finally had a chance to perform, even if it's for a one night only.
She's my everything.
I see. The doll takes my hand and kisses my wrist. It takes a lot of self-control not to instinctively smack it away, but it reminds me of, no, we're not here for that. We're here to get a replacement. Come on, no, you don't want to get a replacement. You know you don't want to get a replacement. Come on.
You ever had someone like Shanghai, Seiji?
Why would I? She's not reading my mind, is she? That would be quite rude. Nah, it's a different person who reads minds.
Why don't we make you one?
What? What do you mean? Like a tiny person? She giggles.
No, silly, a doll. I can help you whip one up if you'd like.
She pulls up an extra chair, placing a hand on the cushion.
Please, make yourself at home.
Why the hell not, you know? I take a seat as the doll maker hands me materials. I've seen dolls in passing, through windows, on beds in houses I've broken into, even lonely plushes in the wild, abandoned or misplaced by their owners, never to see them again. But making them myself, that's a venture I've never dabbled in.
You don't have to be so shaky. Here.
She takes my hands as we take the scissors together, cutting through fabric and covering the stuffing together, hand in hand. Snapping off her trads, the doll maker blushes, a little embarrassed.
Nothing to be embarrassed, that's fine. Sorry, it's a force of habit, I'm sorry.
It's fine. Come on, it's fine. It's totally fine. Come on, there's no problem with that. No worries, Toots. I'm not bugging. Blush still on her face, she looks away, trying to suppress her smile.
Sage, I'll let you make another one, no worries.
She grabs another set of fabric and starts again, this time keeping her eyes on her old paper. Aww. How'd you learn so well? The question takes her by surprise, her speed coming to a halt.
My mom.
She pauses.
My mom.
Another puncture goes through the doll's seams, as if this was second nature for the girl. Mine isn't coming out as good, but I'm not the one who needs this skill.
My mom's a nice lady. She's always wanted the best for me.
That's so, huh? Her hands become a little shaky, ever so slightly.
Yeah, always the best. A little too much sometimes. It's always, are you eating well? Are you making friends? Are you seeing someone special yet? Like it comes naturally. I guess to her it would, so she'd think it would come naturally to someone like me too.
How so?
She's a god.
What the hell did I get myself into?
I can make friends. I don't need someone breathing down my neck to tell me what I need to do.
Alice continues, shutting her eyes as she sighs, as if it's exhausting to recount. Even with this change, her speed and accuracy is unmatched.
People come, people go. They're allowed to stay if they want. That's how making friends works. And besides, I can literally make friends myself. Shanka is all I need.
Uh-oh.
Shanka is pretty, the ideal woman, the ideal self.
Uh-oh. Even the doll in question takes a step back, a little startled at the development of its master.
Shankai doesn't hurt you. Shankai doesn't leave you hanging. Shankai is always there for you, even if you're angry or sad or a little too much. Shankai doesn't make fun of you, or call you names, or bully you either.
Uh-oh. That's a landmine. We stepped on a landmine and that's exploded. I'm starting to feel a little bad for Shankai.
Why haven't you found anyone yet? Maybe it's because I don't know if I only like guys or girls or everyone in between. Maybe it's because they don't like me, or maybe it's because they aren't like Shankai.
Oh, she's spiraling. The doll's arm comes off clean. Alice's eyes slowly swing open, realizing her work has come to an end. She doesn't say it out loud, but it sounds like this isn't the first time something like this has transpired on her desk. She places her needle on the desk, looking up at the ceiling as she breathes, doing her best to stay calm.
Sorry about that. Sometimes it's easy to lose my cool.
I'm silent. Think it's a little bit cool. Yeah, I think Sage loses her cool. Yeah, which it does. Yeah, me too.
What do you mean?
The words sound foreign out of my mouth, but they couldn't be any more mine. I'll lose my cool too. There's a lump in my throat, but I need to continue. I push people away because of the words I say. I've regretted it a few times, but that's just the way I am. But that's just the way we yokai work, yeah? Yokai, human, whatever. Leaning back in my chair, I kick my feet up onto the desk. Shanghai, repulsed, crosses its arms as it pulls away, turning up its nose. That's just the way we are. It keeps us all close, in a weird way. And, maybe I don't need a backup Shinmyomaru. This girl's got a lot more going on under the hood than I thought. And who am I to change that? I know I'm not as perfect as your Shanghai, but if you'd let me, I wouldn't mind being your friend, Alice. The girl is dumbstruck. These words feel foreign to her as they do to me. Pulling out her chair, she touches her face, as if to make sure she isn't dreaming. This girl. This random demon she found in the woods, covered head to toe in blood and dirt. The first person to say these words to her, it's fiction, nothing more.
Are you sure?
But I stand to my feet too. Fiction my ass. I think I need a friend too. No. Or maybe something more. But I want to try. Ah, hugs are nice. I lean in, giving her a hug. She sniffles, beginning to bawl, unrestricted. Or are those my tears? It doesn't matter. Aww. A few weeks later, we're just doing a time skip. Another catastrophic exploit, another catastrophic failure. I dive into the house, covered head to toe in ash. Panting, I pick myself up to my feet, dousing the flame on the hem of my dress. That was a close one. Sighing, I turn to lock the door. This abode has been my refuge for a while now, and I'd love to keep it that way. Only to be met with the stern gaze of the doll maker.
Seija,
What?
at least try to remember to take your bow, you know? Or bow. Those materials aren't cheap.
I lean in, giving the doll maker a little kiss on her forehead. Okay. But then I'd get all dirty. Ending. That was an abrupt ending. I mean, that was cute. And we're at a half hour almost. I kind of want to do another one, just find Shinmyomaru. Whatever her name was. I forgot. Like, this is a nice little fictional ending. But it's not... I mean, it's fine. I don't know what to think. Always with the different endings. Making me want to play again. Read again. Big different... But anyway, that's for another time. Or just you go do it yourself if you're curious. Because all of these are from Ichio. Or something. Oh yeah, part of the game jam. Thinking Majiki. Anyway, the inverted heart and tongue. Tongue. I don't like whatever the word tongue is. I still don't. I can't. Using parts of the body that are typical, you know. Most of them. Heart is fine. Head, maybe. No. I don't know what it is. I can't exactly pinpoint my weirdness. I don't know. Genuinely trying to think about that, but it's not really working out. So anyway, I'm just gonna leave. Goodbye now.